Hey there, fellow numismatic enthusiasts. Today we're examining what many consider the most fascinating error coin in American history. A mistake so rare that when it appears, it transforms a simple 5-cent piece into a treasure worth thousands. The 1973 Jefferson nickel with the astounding double die obverse error. Picture this. In the early 1970s at the Philadelphia Mint, a worker notices something unusual about a fresh batch of nickels. The inscriptions in Jefferson's profile appear slightly doubled, creating a ghosting effect visible even to the naked eye. Instead of destroying these misprints, they somehow escaped into circulation, creating what would become one of the most sought-after modern coin errors in U.S. history. What exactly happened with these 1973 nickels? During production, the die used to strike these coins was impressed multiple times at slightly different angles. This doubling is most noticeable in Jefferson's profile, the word liberty and the date. Under magnification, you'll see clear separation in these elements. It's not just a slightly blurry image, but distinct doubling that creates almost a 3D effect on a 2D surface. The telltale signs of authenticity are crucial to know. Genuine 1973 double die obverse nickels show pronounced doubling on the word liberty and in the date 1973. The doubling extends to Jefferson's eye ear and the contours of his profile. Beware of coins with artificial doubling or machine doubling, which can look similar to untrained eyes but don't carry the same value. A true 1973 double die will show doubling that follows a consistent angle throughout all affected areas. The market value of these coins is truly remarkable. In circulated condition, even with significant wear, these nickels regularly fetch $400 to $600. But in mint state, that's where the serious money begins. A 1973 double die nickel graded MS-65 can command $3,000 to $4,000, while pristine examples graded MS-67 have sold at specialized auctions for upwards of $15,000. Just last year, a perfect MS-68 example broke records when it sold for just over $20,000 at a heritage auction. What's particularly fascinating about this error is its rarity compared to other famous coin mistakes. While the 1955 double die Lincoln cent might be more well known, experts estimate fewer than 500 examples of the 1973 double die nickel exist across all conditions. Many were discovered years after entering circulation, often by collectors examining rolls of nickels purchased from banks at face value. There's an interesting story about how these coins were first discovered. A Philadelphia coin dealer named John Wexler received several calls in late 1973 from customers finding these strange-looking nickels. Initially dismissed as a minor variety, it wasn't until early 1970 that the numismatic community fully recognized the significance of these errors. By then, most had already entered circulation, making high-grade examples exceptionally scarce. If you're examining your coin collection, remember that condition dramatically affects value. Even the difference between MS-64 and MS-65 can mean thousands of dollars in value. Look for examples with minimal contact marks, strong luster, and clear doubling. The doubling should be especially prominent on the word liberty. That's the first place experts look when authenticating these rarities. What makes this coin particularly treasured among serious collectors is the human element behind the error. Unlike computer-controlled modern minting processes, this mistake happened during the transitional era when much of coin production still relied on human oversight. It represents one of the last great traditional minting errors in American numismatic history. So check your change jars and those old collection books gathering dust in the attic. That ordinary-looking 1973 nickel might just be an extraordinary find worth thousands. These coins remind us that sometimes mistakes can become more valuable than perfection, a lesson that extends well beyond the world of coin collecting.